You can't see?
I can't see.
The place you can see. Like, you can also close your eyes and listen to my voice.
Alright.
Okay, so. Woo!
Close.
There we go, close.
And everybody see.
Alright. I don't know how much I'll draw, but most of the obviously. So Vaporwave was a musical and visual aesthetic movement that started in 2010, and there are three basic columns of something that has to be three basic columns of Vaporwave that make it Vaporwave. One is anti-capitalism. I think that's how you spell that. And then the second is chill. The third is experimental. Okay, great. So when Vaporwave music was starting to be produced, a lot of people delivered it to the public anonymously, and excuse me, I'm speaking.
I'm talking about Vaporwave.
Shut the fuck.
She's like, I'm speaking. There was a lot of the music was anonymously delivered to the public and available for free, and so that covers our anti-capitalistic feature. Chill. It is. I think there's probably a beat per minute that Vaporwave music does not exceed. So it's always very slow moving, and I think if you listen to enough Vaporwave music along with some other music, you'll be able to distinguish lower beats per minute and decide the beat per minute that make it Vaporwave. There's not really a dance style that comes with it. It's sort of just you just kind of whoa, I guess. And then the third is experimental. Now there's an album that sort of launched Vaporwave. It's called Floral Shop, and it's very experimental. It's often not sort of imprisoned by regular rhythm like other music is. It is I should say a microgenre. I don't want to write that. A microgenre of something called hauntology. You might notice that the word haunt is in here. So hauntology refers to a visual aesthetic and a musical aesthetic that is sort of uses samples and visuals and items that from the past. So from the 1980s and the 1990s. So things like gridscape. Where's the gridscape?
Right here, look.
Right there.
Gridscape. Yes.
Where's the pen?
Where's the pen? I need the pen.
Oh my god.
Gridscape.
Whoa.
So gridscape, but also this VHS effect, the staticky VHS effect. Also 90s colors and sort of streetwear is another word that came through. Streetwear is sort of divergent into different things, but it is a subgenre of hauntology, so things from the past. So Vaporwave music uses a lot of samples from old infomercials and old music, and they slow it down, and there's always a lot of reverb. You always feel like you want to the Wikipedia article said something really good. It was it's not necessarily you're listening to music, it's more you're maintaining a mood. And a lot of critics, when Vaporwave started to become sort of more mainstream, and I'll say something about that in a minute, when it became more mainstream, it was what is it? Oh yeah, so some critics called it too dumb, others called it too intellectual, which was another thing. So you can get into the intellectuality of Vaporwave, it's just this is so chill, there's all these different things coming from different places, it's capitalist, oh my god, I'm just I'm so deep in my brain about Vaporwave, but you can also just shut your eyes, shut your brain off, and then just vibe with it, you know? It's crazy. So there's a lot of different things fit into the category of this Vaporwave movement, even though it is a microgenre. So you can make anything Vaporwave, but Vaporwave doesn't belong to anyone. You cannot personally sort of embody Vaporwave, it's a more like an umbrella, sort of like shadowy essence of mood.
Are you saying you don't personally embody Vaporwave?
I don't personally embody Vaporwave. I don't think I'm chill enough to embody Vaporwave. The third thing I want to talk about is the experimental part of Vaporwave. I was on a plane coming back from the East Coast, and I thought about Vaporwave a lot, which I brought like a little brainstorming chart that I made, but I tried to plan a sort of like event, Vaporwave event, around the function of being experimental. So I encourage, while you're all here, to sort of, don't say the same thing twice, try new things, do something different that you haven't tried before. I'll take a Q&A session now.
Can you elaborate about zhuzhcore and post-zhuzhcore?
Oh, okay, yes, thank you very much. The Vaporwave, so this deep dive into Vaporwave within our community, a small community, came from a jaunt to the city. We walked, it was Remy, Noah, and I think that was the three of us.
I think it's
just the three of us. We walked by a place called Zhuzh, and I'll spell that for you.
Whoa.
Almost palindromic kind of feature of, so it was this pink neon sign. We walked by, and it was like, a word, and then we kept going on to a different bar, and then we were like, that'd be a good place to check out afterwards. So we did. We checked it out after at the bar, and then we walked in there. Ended up being the only people there, but it was like pink and blue, slow moving. Like there was this really awesome like visual, like skull zooming in and out across this griddscape with like mountains on either side, and there was this like this like old boombox thing that was like this, and we were like, this is awesome. This is the best place in the world. And Noah was like, there's a word for this kind of thing. There's a word for this aesthetic. What is aesthetic? Oh, this is the other thing. I want to write this down for you. So
There's spaces between all those letters.
Yeah. Often, so the aesthetic of Vaporwave is often stylized like this, with the aesthetic.
Not enough E's.
What?
Not enough E's and A's. Not enough. Should be
Okay.
like 10 times as many.
And another H.
Yeah, I don't know.
Zhuzh it up. Get experimental, dude.
Yeah, no, this is great. I love the experimental like brain you guys want.
But keep it chill.
Yeah, no, look, chill out, dude. Fucking chill out.
Get down from there.
Yeah, you stay on ground level, Joe, so this is great.
Thank God.
Yeah, this is great. Ground level stuff. Ian, get down.
Okay.
So Noah's like, I can't remember the word for this. There's a word for this, and a word for this. And then a couple days later, he comes to me, he's like, Vaporwave. He's like, that's the best word I've ever heard in my life. And so then I go to a deep dive, and I go to read the Wikipedia article, and then I just sort of, it's in my brain all the time. And one of the things the Wikipedia article said, there was a term to describe the aesthetic, the musical aesthetic, the visual aesthetic, called post-internet, and also post-elevator. So there's post-elevator music, so sampling of elevator music slowed down with a bunch of reverb, and then post-internet is sort of like when the internet became like a thing, and like all of the stylistic features of the internet when it first was born sort of like moved into the visual aesthetic. So it's post-internet, post-elevator. So I was like, okay, so if we go to this bar, then there's like an aesthetic that refers to this place. It's zhuzhcore. Okay. And if there's post-internet and post-elevator, we can also talk about post-zhuzhcore. Okay?
That's the artistic period we're in right
The
now.
shit is post-zhuzh.
Yes, yeah.
Is this post-zhuzh?
This, I think, is post-zhuzhcore because we've experienced the zhuzh, right? It's later than that. And the big question that I love to think about philosophically is like, okay, so it's post-zhuzhcore. Do we move on from Vaporwave? Is it like moving further on, or do we like move deeper within? Like, what is that?
Deeper within.
Okay, great. I love it. We can experiment with both, you know. There's no real definitions for this. So that's zhuzh and post and zhuzhcore and post zhuzhcore. Any other questions? Other questions?
Can you define zhuzh?
Zhuzh. Okay, yes. Zhuzh is to, I think on the internet, it's like to tweak or style or like manipulate so that it is a little bit more stylish or like a little better. Yeah. So you like move it in a way that like you like make it better.
You zhuzh it.
You zhuzh it.
Is there a dark side to vaporwave?
There is a dark side to vaporwave. So,
a real question.
yes, this is a really awesome question, and so it's where my academic brain kind of goes, wow, this is amazing that it got to that point. You might have noticed there was a visual with Pepe on the screen a little while ago. Pepe is a dead meme that was sort of like snatched by the neo-Nazis, and so people don't use it very much anymore. But there is a version. There's like a nano genre of vaporwave called fashwave. So fascism, sort of kind of. There's a couple of fascist artists that like make music in the style of vaporwave. It's called fashwave. Couldn't find them anywhere.
Good. Can't.
We found one.
Can't.
Oh, we found one.
On the car ride, we found one.
Very much like other vaporwave.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have known if we hadn't.
Right. Yes. So when you listen to vaporwave, be conscious.
It's not flash wave.
We should sample after this. We'll go through it.
So like the Pepe meme and like the fashion wave sort of movements, I think, are connected. Just watch yourself. Yes.
I was just gonna say, like, how can, if you have a fascist vaporwave, it's kind of not chill anymore.
No, it's not chill, and it's not anti-capitalist either. So
It's not even vaporwave.
it's like I guess it's just the audio aesthetic. Yes, yeah.
Cultural appropriation.
Right. Yeah.
Cultural appropriation of vaporwave.
But it's fascist.
But fascist, and so we can excommunicate them. We can reclaim vaporwave and
Fight the fascists.
fight the fascists.
Question.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yes.
You know those paper cups
Yes.
back in the day that
Yes.
had like teal,
The
like
Buck
that
Jerry
purple?
Yes.
So vaporwave, right?
Very vaporwave. Very good.
Word.
Yeah. Anybody else got examples of vaporwave? I can confirm or deny.
Sunsets.
Sunsets. Yes. If they're in VHS.
Greenscapes.
Griscapes. Huge. Griscapes are huge, but it's got to be like minimalist, like kind of Tron vibes.
Does it have to be VHS as well?
Exactly.
Bowling alley
Bowling alley
carpet?
carpet. Yes. The bowling alley carpet has not been changed in the 1980s.
Some buses seats.
Yeah.
So vaporwave.
Long haul bus seats, like Greyhound bus seats.
Oh, the bus seats. Yes. Yeah. You wear them in a shirt. Yeah. So, Joe, will you come up here, please? Let's give a round for
Joe! Woo! Look at this dude!
Would you tell us about your outfit, please?
This was my 2021 Halloween costume. I went as a bus carpet, so
Right on the line.
I did not know the word vaporwave until I met Tolor. But yeah, I suppose I've been embodying it this whole time. And isn't that what vaporwave is all about?
Yes. Yeah, it is. Just experiment. You can't really call anything vaporwave, but if you give it an argument, maybe.
Yeah, Joe, let's go.
Thank you. I just want another one of these.
Yes. Everyone should
Anyone
take
that
one.
goes up gets a streamer.
Yeah.
Thank you. I just gotta
Any other questions?
What's up with the Greek statue?
Ooh! I have no idea. So another stylistic feature, another stylistic feature of, I believe the visual aesthetic of vaporwave is these like disembodied Greek statue or Greek Greco-Roman statue heads.
Thank you for including the Greco-Roman.
You are welcome.
Most of the copies are Roman.
Most of the what?
Don't even get me started. A lot of the Greek ones are bronze, and a lot of the famous statues nowadays are Roman marble copies of original Greek bronze statues that do not hold up very well.
Okay.
A lot of them are like copies of copies of copies.
Great.
Post.
Post, if you will.
Wow.
Post, vaporwave. I don't know why the Greco-Roman statue heads are included, but
All free assets, I bet.
yes,
They're
sure.
not covered by copyright law.
There you go.
Anti-capitalist.
Anti-capitalist. There you go. I love
Would
it.
you say the Romans
feel like
were
Rome-
pre-vaporwave?
Pre-vaporwave.
Pre-internet?
I think they conquered a little too much to be anti-capitalist.
Or Chile.
Or Chile, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they were the Roman Empire.
They were pretty experimental though.
Well, you
Yeah.
gotta experiment, yeah. But
1 for 3.
to have post-internet, don't you have to have pre-internet?
You have to have pre-internet, yes, but that's
But they didn't
that's
know they were
pre-vaporwave.
pre-internet now, did they?
What's that?
They didn't know they were.
They didn't know they were
Oh,
pre-internet.
they
didn't know they were pre.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody studied this.
Do you know if they're pre-anything?
I don't believe so.
What?
Damn, dude.
We're like three space age.
Where does the name Vaporwave come from?
I think I don't know that either. There's a lot of my hauntology has a lot of subgenres, including chill pop and hypnogenic pop
Chill wave?
and chill wave.
Lo-fi.
Lo-fi is sort of like the grandchild of vaporwave. I think it's also called vapor pop is another word that I saw. I'm not sure why it's called vaporwave, but I think it feels appropriate.
Is vaporwave?
Vape culture, interesting. I don't know enough about vape culture.
I think this predates vape culture.
And it's so sad because the people who invented Vaporwave would have loved to puff fat clouds while they were Vaporwave. I just know they would love to.
I think
They would have
totally,
loved
yeah.
Vaporwave. They would have loved to see
It seems like the kind of activity you do. The aesthetic
It's like
of
Vaporwave
vape
health
to be.
bar thing.
Yeah.
When you're Vaporwave, you would have loved health bar.
Yeah.
Health bar.
Taylor, what does Vaporwave mean to you?
Oh man, what is vaporwave? I think that was more distracting than walking what does vaporwave mean to me? It was a really awesome, sort of thing for my brain to latch onto. I thought that it intellectualized something that I had thought was a little bit silly. It is kind of a meme, like it's spread throughout the internet as it's like a meme would, and so some people make fun of it. It sounds a little bit funky, and it sounds a little bit silly, but people got into it. Do you have a question?
Yeah, we have a comment. Okay. We read this Calvin and Hobbes. It's relevant.
Sure, I'll read Calvin and Hobbes.
Oh, hold on. Wait, hold on. Okay. Yeah, just read that.
Read this.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Do you need somebody to read Hobbes?
I think it's just.
Is it just Calvin?
Well, there's one Hobbes. Do you want to read the one Hobbes?
Sure.
Okay. It's at the end. Okay. The problem with rock and roll is that the generation that created it is now the establishment. Rock pretends it's still rebellious with its video posturing, but who believes it? Stars are 45-year-old zillionaires, or they endorse soft drinks. The revolution, quote unquote, is a capitalist industry. Give me a break. Fortunately, I've found some protest music for today's youth. This stuff really offends mom and dad.
Easy listening music.
I play it real quiet too.
Yeah, that is proto vaporwave.
That is
Pre-internet,
Vaporwave. Vaporwave means to me. I like that it can include a lot of things. I do like the idea. I like the reverb. I think that really gets me. Reverbs and the synth, in the musical aesthetic. I wanted to wear these pants for a long time, so I've got a place to do that now. It's I really like ravey music in my head, and I think vaporwave sort of scratches an itch that makes me want to chill out a bit and move around in a way that's not but I don't know. It was a new thing. It was candy for my brain when I found out when I started reading.
Zhuzhed up your brain.
What's that?
Zhuzhed your brain a little bit.
Totally.
Logan has a question.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Can you talk about the intersection between vaporwave and car culture?
Vaporwave and car culture.
Let's go.
Good question.
I don't know that I can. I don't think I know enough about car culture. Do you want to talk about it?
Well, I know there's people that like to drive their cars and listen to vaporwave music, but it's specific cars
huge Japanese influence to vaporwave. A lot of the newer vaporwave music that you see will have comes from Japanese artists and has the aesthetic of Japanese cityscapes and like car models. Yes, that's fascinating. I don't think I hadn't thought about that part of vaporwave. That's excellent.
Wow, whole new
Thank you so much.
Sorry,
Thanks for bringing that to my attention.
Taylor.
Yes.
One last thing. Your 3-minute talk has just hit the 20-minute mark.
Well, I have an answer questions for. Does that count? Any other questions? 5, 4, 3, 2.
What time is it?
What time to party?
Time to party! Someone hit the vaporwave.
Password soul.
Soul.
No passwords to Vaporwave.
Yeah, you can't keep it, buddy. It's available to everyone.
Ooh.
Thank you everybody for listening. Thank you everybody for coming. This has been
Thank you, Taylor! Woo!
Enjoy yourselves.
Yeah, dog.
Experiments, please. I want to see what you come up with. There's karaoke, I think.
Swap clothes as an idea, just a suggestion.
All right.
To do anything.
Oh, sorry.
Draw on the whiteboard.
Draw on the
Make it big.